Last study start in a situation akin to this had the appellant or any intending candidate known in advance of such a narrower requirement, then they would likely have been more vigilant in fulfilling such criteria for the location of the distributorship. Unfortunately, it is HPCL's cross to bear the advertisement, if not correctly, is inadequately worded. It is not open to a writ court, much less an appeal court, to direct the modification of any clause qualification in the advertisement to suit the interest of any particular candidate or the issuing authority even. Any such direction would amount to rewriting the clause qualification mentioned in the advertisement, which would be plainly impermissible. Turning to the added respondent, we can only sympathize with him, if at all. The added respondent had earlier been the victim of an arbitrary rejection of his candidature by HPCL. He ought to have challenged such action by instituting an appropriate proceeding. Not having so instituted, the present appeal is not an appropriate proceeding where this court can look into his grievance and address it. For the reasons aforementioned, the first issue is answered in the affirmative while the second in the negative. The impugned judgment of the division bench is set aside and the order of the single judge restored. The present appeal is accordingly allowed, leaving the parties to bear their own costs. It is, however, made clear that apart from the questions that we have decided, no part of our observations shall be treated as expression of opinion on the further requirements compliances, if any, with regard to HPCL proceeding with the appellant's candidature for the LPG distributorship. The same may be decided as per the applicable laws and guidelines by the competent authority of HPCL. Since the advertisement is more than half a decade old, we hope and trust that HPCL would henceforth proceed with expedition to cater to the needs of its future customers. Pending applications, if any, also stand disposed of accordingly. Stop.